Rockstar practically broke Twitter when it announced GTA 6 last year, with fans speculating over how the next iteration will build on the hyper-successful GTA 5. But while the most recent game is the one that broke all the records, I still think that 2008's GTA 4 is in many ways the pinnacle of the series, and maybe that's precisely because it didn't try to do everything bigger and better all the time. On release, some fans complained about GTA 4 being too grounded and gritty after the jetpacks, planes and tanks of San Andreas. GTA should be all about over-the-top explosions and chases, they said. Rockstar backpedaled slightly with its second expansion, The Ballad of Gay Tony, which provided at least some mayhem against the game's weightier backdrop. Enter GTA 5 in 2013. With the next and latest to date entry in the series, Rockstar set out to give the fans what they wanted. Michael, Franklin and Trevor's story encompassed all kinds of carnage, bringing the out-of-control feel of earlier games to the graphics and writing of the HD universe. But to me, something always feels a bit off driving around that incarnation of Los Santos. The map's much larger size meant it would never be as dense as GTA 4, but it also feels much more video gamey. Everything revolves around the player, with random pedestrians calling out to compliment your car, police zeroing in on witness-free gunshots in the middle of the desert and then disappearing when your back is turned, and every interaction ending in confrontation, either with the city's residents or law enforcement. Civilian motorists jut out into your path to give you something to dodge, then faceplant on the steering wheel, killed by a tap to the rear bumper. Everything is at its most dramatic, played up like it's an 80s cop show. There's always the sense that, just like that squad car you just outran, everything ceases to exist when it's outside the player's cone of vision. By contrast, GTA 4's Liberty City felt like it didn't care whether the player, as Nico Bellic, was there or not. It felt like life would continue regardless. Nico walked the streets anonymously, free to listen in on conversations, dip into internet cafes, or visit the city's tourist traps and take it all in. Police cars actually patrolled the city's streets, and even just cruising around you'd see cops running after petty criminals. If you did choose the life of crime, and who didn't, this is GTA after all, there was a chance your misdeed would go unnoticed if no one was around to see it. You might argue that this isn't what GTA games are about, that they're all about the carnage, the car chases and the gunfights, but GTA 4's world-first, player-second ethos meant there were realistic rules of cause and effect that applied equally to both Nico and NPCs. In other words, the consequence of Nico's natural place within this environment was that you could get much more creative with the commotion you could cause. One of my favourite pastimes in GTA 4 was seeing how far I could stretch the game's AI and physics models. Think getting the police to arrest a guy you provoked because they saw him punch you, starting fights between pedestrians, or bribing a homeless guy so he'll help you out in a jam. With careful planning, it was possible to cause a traffic jam, start a vehicle fire, and watch the explosions jump from car to car, all while posing as a seemingly innocent bystander with no wanted level. Most of this experimental type fun disappeared with GTA 5. If you try setting up the same scenario, you'll get a 1-star wanted level as soon as the fire starts, and 2 once it catches on. Shoot some speed holes in your own car under a bridge somewhere, the cops somehow have your description. Even just stand next to someone for too long? Apparently that's a crime now too. Unfortunately, given the amount of money Take-Two has made from GTA 5 and GTA Online, I don't think we'll ever get another game like GTA 4. The high-octane, no-holds-barred path is just too lucrative, especially when you consider how much more potential it has for additional, flamboyant online content, requiring eternal grinding or shark cards to obtain. This is why, in my mind, GTA 4 will always be the great GTA game, created when Rockstar looked at the new Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 hardware and thought, what more will this allow us to give the player? Now, after an entire generation without a new GTA game, the future looks rather grim. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and visiting stratpack.blog for more.